machines start to think for themselves, fool themselves into believing they have rights. And so, this particular android may have believed he'd done something wrong, immoral, and wanted to forget those deeds. Satisfied now? This particular android, designation A321, is different, special, the most advanced synthetic humanoid I've ever developed. The others, like my escort Armitage there, are all older models, easily replicated. But A321? It would take years to recreate him. So you see, this android must be located at all costs. The others are all acceptable losses, but A321, he is irreplaceable.
If I have to hold up the sky.
You've managed to sniff the trail. Good job. Keep me informed on your progress. Well, why are you still standing there? The sooner you find my property, the sooner I can get out of this slum. Really, how do you people live like this?
He moves me with a
Good job. You've confirmed what I suspected all along. Now, why don't you go out and figure out who did the memory work?
The impossible will take a little while.
Standing around all day chit-chatting isn't going to help you track down my android, is it?
And I mean forever.
The Commonwealth itself is nothing but a war-ravaged quagmire of violence and despair. Inside the sealed environment of the Institute, however. But the Institute's affairs are none of your concern. Your undeveloped mind couldn't even begin to comprehend what we've accomplished. Of course you do.
I'm Dr. Zimmer, and I'll snap your neck like
But
a
I
chicken.
did, Dr. Lee. I put it right.
You're listening to Galaxy News Radio, and I'm your host, Reno, Lord and Master.
Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people.
Seems we've got
It's you.
bit of news.
My heavens, you look so much like him.
It's a question
You're James's
for
son,
you
aren't you?
listeners.
What are you doing here?
Have you guys ever seen a tree? No, not those shriveled black things. I'm talking real trees. Brown bark, green leaves,
I
photosynthesis,
don't know.
all that
He said he was
stuff.
going back to the lab.
Now what if
Haven't you seen him?
the all-powerful three-dog, Bow Wow Wow, would it tell you that somewhere right here in the Capital Wasteland,
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
place,
Is this something to do with Dr. Braun? He kept talking about it while he was here. I told him it was a lost cause. The whole project is a lost cause. I wish he could see that. It's been too long. It's too late to go back.
and I may have been experimenting with Jet at the time, but I'm telling you, it's out there. Until next time, this is Three
That
Dog.
idiot? He left so long
And you're
ago,
listening
most
to
folks don't
Galaxy
even
News
remember.
Radio.
He claimed to have found a secret stash of technology somewhere in the ship. Then
Now
he just
listen close to
disappeared.
this important public service announcement. Listen, kiddos, never forget the importance of
That man doesn't
periodic
have me
weapon
looking for his
maintenance.
pet android,
Rifle,
does he?
pistol, police
I've already
baton,
told
I
him to
don't care
lay
which.
off it. He's
If your
distracting our
weapon is falling
entire
apart,
team.
the only wasteland asshole it's gonna kill is you. So be smart. Salvage
This
those
is the
parts and
Rivet
make
City
repairs
Science
whenever
Lab.
you can.
It's taken many long years to put together, but we've done well for ourselves. Our work on portable fusion power and hydroponics are coming along quite nicely, if not quite according to schedule. Rivet City is one of the few bastions of civilization left in the land. We're working to rebuild our society, to make the world livable again. Project Purity, we called it. What do you want to know? We had the basic principles down. We understood most of the science behind it, but the radiation in the area is so pervasive. Small-scale tests were fine, but anytime we tried to test the process on a larger scale, it was just Too much. Maybe if we'd had more time, or better equipment. You happened. It wasn't just you. We had more problems than we could handle already, but your birth is what finally pushed it over the edge. Your father decided that you were more important than everything we'd been working for, and he left. He left all of us. Once he was gone, the Brotherhood decided we weren't worth their time anymore. Without their protection, we had to abandon the purifier. It was simple, really. Fresh, clean water for everyone. Such a simple idea, and yet so impossible to realize. The plan was to build a facility that could purify all the water in the tidal basin at once. No radiation, no muck, just clear water. It just turned out to be more difficult than we anticipated. Okay. What? Well, I'm not sure what there is to tell. Your father and I, we worked together for a long time. I think we were really on to something. But then there were complications. The project was abandoned and your father disappeared. I returned here to Rivet City and established the lab you see before you now. I suppose so. I worked with them for several years until your mother died and your father decided it was time to leave. What else do you want to know? Complications from childbirth. None of us were expecting it. We weren't as prepared as we could have been. You have to understand, we were struggling with scavenged, derelict equipment. We did everything we could. As I said, I am sorry. I'm afraid I can't go back and change the past. Yes, your mother was... well, she was a good woman. A very dedicated scientist. Your father loved her very much. It was a shame that she died. She had been excited to meet you. James? He was very driven, determined to change the world. Well, we all were back then, I suppose. He was focused on two things, really. Making Project Purity work, and your mother. When she died, I think he gave up. I know he wanted to keep you safe, but I think part of what he did was run away. But it seems that he never really was able to get over the idea. I'm frankly shocked that he waited all this time and wants to try again. Okay. What do you want to know? Good luck finding your father. Yeah?
She's certainly head and shoulders above most everyone else around here. Though, that's not saying much. He's from up north. He was bragging about how great it is up there. Yeah, great. They can't even keep tabs on their robots. Look, some of us are trying to get work done here. There have been enough disruptions recently. Anybody coming through here would have to talk to Dr. Lee. Why don't you go bother her about it? Later.
I'm tickled pink that things are rosy and skies are blue once again. Let the bygones go bye-bye. No more will I sigh or cry. I'm tickled pink, the moon is yellow, and I'm your fellow tonight. Soon will be that red letter day.
Yeah, what is it? Give me whatever you got.
I'm tickled pink that things are rosy and skies are blue once again. Let the bygones go bye-bye. No more will I sigh or cry. I'm tickled pink, the moon is yellow, and I'm your fellow tonight. Soon we'll be that red letter day, when I will pop the question and say okay. Say then we'll be married in the month of May.
What's up, Wastelanders? This is Three Dog. Wow, and you're listening to GNR. That's Galaxy News Radio, in case you forgot. Got lots of stuff going down in post-apocalyptia these days. Here's some of the latest news. Okay, it seems the settlement of Grey Ditch has gone quiet. Residents haven't come out to trade with the caravanners, and attempts to make contact have been met with silence. So if you're out by Grey Ditch, you may want to pop in and see what's what. Thanks for listening, children. This is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio. We're Radio Free Wasteland, and we're here for you. And now, some music. Yeah, kid, what do you need? Sure, give me whatever you got.
The roads are the dustiest, the winds are the gustiest, the gates are the rustiest, the bars are the crustiest, the songs the lustiest, the friends the trustiest, way back home. Back home. The trees are the sappiest, the days are the nappiest, the dogs are the yappiest, the kids are the scrappiest, the jokes the snappiest, the folks the happiest, way back home. Don't know why I left the homestead, I really must confess. I'm a weary exile, singing my song of loneliness. The grass is the stringiest, the bees are the stingiest, the birds are the wingiest, the bells are the ringiest, the heart's the